Hey everyone, welcome to the Photog experience. I'm super excited because this is going to be the very first episode of my Carnival Celebration series. I'm starting a little early and I've never done this before, but I think it's going to be a super fun idea. For one, to get myself even more pumped, but it'll also help you get excited for the upcoming series as well. And it's going to be amazing. So I have 7-ish weeks until I cruise. And so I'm going to be posting a video a week on different random topics, but all centered around the Carnival Celebration. And I'm so excited. Carnival Celebration will be my biggest ship I've ever been on. I'm turning gold on this cruise, and it's going to be amazing. It's the first time that I'm going to be sailing with my daughter Abigail and with my nephew Josiah, and it's going to be a whirlwind. It's going to be probably different than any other cruise I've ever taken before, but it's going to be amazing to experience that with my family, and I'm excited. So if you are into any kind of travel content, especially cruise content, make sure you stay tuned and let's have some fun together. So like I said, there are a little over 7 weeks until I cruise. 46 days to be exact, but who's counting? I'm super excited, but I haven't had any preparation for this cruise yet whatsoever. So I need to make sure I have everything in order, make sure I have everything packed, and to mentally prepare myself for the photos that I'm going to be taking. So on today's episode, I'm going to go over the top 10 photos that I look forward to taking while on the Carnival Celebration. I like to kind of plan out the shots that I really want to get. Sometimes there's some happy accidents and you see something in the moment and it's an amazing photo and it's an amazing image. But for the most part, I like to kind of have a general idea of the photos I want to shoot while I go on a cruise or a vacation. Like with Disney, I know I went to all 4 of the parks and I wanted to take a photo at all of the 4 staples. So Cinderella's Castle, the Tower of Terror, Spaceship Earth, and the Tree of Life. And when I went on that trip, I got all 4 of those shots. And so what I like to do is, I like to kind of plan out my shots. So in today's episode, I'm going to go over the 10 shots that I must take. I have to take while on the cruise. Now, you will see screenshots in this episode. All of these screenshots are from Cruise Radio. They did an amazing job doing a ship tour of the Carnival Celebration. I will be doing my own, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Doug Parker over at Cruise Radio is unmatched in his ship tours and just information about the ship, and it's amazing. So all the screenshots that you will see are from his ship tour. So I want to go ahead and leave that down in the description below. Be sure to check that out if you're wanting an amazing ship tour of the Carnival Celebration. So these are also in no particular order. I'm just going to kind of list my top 10 and just let you all get excited with me. I kind of have an idea of where I want to stand. I kind of have an idea of where I want to be on the ship to get the right shot. I still don't know if it's going to be like an early morning shot, if there's going to be a lot of people in the shot, or I don't know exactly the full details of every single shot, but I kind of have it run down just a little bit. So number 1 on my list, again, like I said, this is in no particular order, is actually of the Lido deck. The Lido deck is gigantic and it's beautiful, and I don't necessarily want to be on the Lido deck to take the photo. I'm looking more like deck 17 after the ship, kind of looking over the Lido pool, kind of showing the back of the ship. I don't know exactly 100% of what side of the ship I want to be on, but I know I want to show the vastness of how gigantic the ship is with open ocean. Definitely want it on a sea day. I think that'll be an amazing shot. I think sunrise or sunset could be potentially amazing for this, and I'm super excited about this photo. Number 2 is the Carnival Waterworks. There's so many cool angles and so many cool things that you can do with photos with this particular area, and I just can't wait to capture this. a lot of times there is water literally everywhere, so you have some cool reflections in the water and puddles, and I think it could be a really cool experience and a really cool photo. One, to show the vastness of it because it is gigantic, but to get either a sunrise or a sunset or people or whatever in reflections on the water. I'm super excited about that. Next is kind of an odd one, but right over on deck 18, facing aft, very close to the ropes course, there is it's probably on the other side of the ship too, but there is a glass wall kind of protecting for the wind, and you have some clamshells and whatnot that you can sit on. But the reflections on the glass, it just looks super, super cool. And I think I can do a really cool job. Hopefully I can get it into a point to where there's not a lot of people there, because the jogging track kind of goes through that. But I would really, really like to get a really cool shot of reflection, or maybe a sunset kind of in the background, or it's seeming like most of these are going to be around sunset. Who knows if it would work, but I think that would be an amazing shot to take. Number 4, I definitely want to take an awesome shot of Bolt, the second roller coaster at sea. The first one is on the sister ship, the Mardi Gras, and I am a huge roller coaster nerd. I love roller coasters. My coaster count is about 200, and it's just, I love roller coasters. And so one thing, I'm glad to add this to my coaster credit, and two, there's so many different angles of this roller coaster at sea that I can take. Either this loop-de-loop that you see in the screenshot, or right over the Bolt sign, or kind of anything. The world is my oyster. But I'm super excited about this because I think it's going to be super, super fun. And some pretty awesome shots. The next is the big glass windows area in Celebration Central. There's so many cool things depending on the light and depending how just it looks, depending on if it's a gloomy day or whatnot. There's so many different cool looks that you can potentially get from this area, especially when the windows are open, when they're not using that area during the day. I think it's going to be awesome. I think there's so many different cool things that you can do, either again with the sunset or sunrise, or with just the sunlight beaming in, or standing off kind of to the side and getting a vast of the 3 decks that it covers. I don't know, but this one I'm very excited about. This one I think is going to be a little difficult to get on this particular ship. The whale tail, it's one of my favorite things to take while on any Carnival ship, but I don't know, it doesn't seem very prominent to me from all the ship tours and videos and photos that I've seen of the ship so far. I may be mistaken. It may be right in your face, especially kind of when you're back there by Bolt. But I want to take a really cool shot of the whale tail. I mean, it's quintessential with Carnival. There's Carnival, there's the whale tail. So I definitely want to take something cool with the whale tail. Number 7 on the list is the beautiful Carnival Celebration writing on the front of the ship. It looks very Disney-esque, which is very nice. And most of Carnival ships now kind of have that new paint job on the front. If it doesn't already, they're going to be doing it pretty much in the future. But definitely something with a sweep of the ship. So standing in the front, and you kind of see it going down maybe at a port or something like that. But definitely want the name of the ship, Carnival Celebration, to be the focal point of the image. I've taken a few shots of other ships that I've been on, and it has been a super cool photo and image to take. So I'm excited about that one. Number 8 is just the ship docked at port. One really cool area that I'm excited about is we are going to Mahogany Bay, which is going to be the very first time I've ever been to that port. But it's super picturesque, basically. You have the ship, depending on how many ships are there, on the pier or in where it's docked at, and then you, if we decide to do the chairlift, there's also beautiful sights from the chairlift and beautiful sights of the ship where the beach is at, and I think it's going to be a really cool opportunity to get the ship from the port. Obviously, I'm probably going to take it at the other ports like Cozumel and at Costa Maya. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do when I'm in Cozumel. I've been there before, and the dock leading out to the ship, I think, looks pretty cool. So if there's other ships there with us, I think getting some sweeping shots of the two ships together or something could be pretty cool. Photo number 9, I don't have a screenshot for this, but it's going to be looking over a balcony into the water. I've done this on every ship that I've had a balcony on. My mother-in-law and my father-in-law and my sister-in-law, their room is going to be a balcony room. So I'm going to commandeer their balcony, one, for sail away, set up my GoPro. I think that'll be a cool opportunity, but also to get a photo. Looking over the railing onto the water, splashing up on the ship, or potentially seeing some sort of sea life or sea creatures or sargassum or anything like that, I think is a super cool photo. Yeah, and I'm pretty excited about that. And number 10, I think this may be the one I'm most excited about, is the wake of the ship going on a sea day, because you can actually stand up a little bit, like on deck 17, and kind of look down, maybe even go further down on the decks. And there's a aft pool, and it looks amazing. I think it's going to be some amazing photos. And so getting the pool lined up just right with the wake, hopefully I can time it right if I either do it either early in the morning or sometime to where there's no one in the pool. I know that's going to be a very hard shot to get. I'm pretty sure our cruise is fully booked. It's going to be jam-packed with being the largest cruise ship in the Carnival fleet. But I think there's definitely opportunities to do that. But the wake coming off of that ship is going to be beautiful, and it's going to be amazing. And that's probably one of the shots that I'm most excited about, because depending on the day, depending on the people, depending on your situation, that shot can look completely different. Say it's foggy, or it's bright and sunny, or there's a sunrise or sunset, depending where you're at, and it's going to be gorgeous. And I'm super excited to take that photo. So that is it. That is the top 10 photos I must take on my next cruise with the Carnival Celebration. And I'm super excited. John Heel just announced that it is going to be a Halloween cruise. I've been on a Halloween cruise before, and it is so much fun. Spooky season is my favorite season of all time. I call it spooky season just because it's a fun way to say it. But fall and autumn, it's one, my favorite time to cruise, two, just my favorite weather in general. So I'm super, super excited. If you are already booked on the Carnival Celebration, or you're looking to book on the Carnival Celebration, definitely make sure you stay tuned to all the different videos that we're going to be posting about the Carnival Celebration. This is episode 1, kind of what the pre-cruise videos that I'm going to be posting. I'm going to be posting one a week until the cruise. And it's going to be a fantastic way for me to get excited about the cruise when we're on the ship. I'm definitely going to be vlogging every day, so I definitely say stay tuned for that. But I'm going to hopefully do a lot of other content that I haven't really done before. I definitely want to do another ship tour. My ship tour of the Carnival Sunshine has done super well. My sail away videos have done fairly well, so I'm excited to do those again. But I want to do more potential short content of all the different areas of the Carnival Celebration, all the different things. One thing that's going to be super, super cool is this is actually going to be the very first Halloween cruise on the Carnival Celebration. So I think getting everybody introduced to what the Carnival Celebration has to offer for Halloween, I think is going to be huge and vital. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit that bell notification button so you can stay up to date on all of the Carnival Celebration videos that are to come. It's almost cruise day, y'all.